Hi gang, this is Mike G from Mr. GTV and MrMikeGone.com, talking about having a bit of something that you fancy before you go off fantasizing about something rude. There's nothing wrong with having a bit of something that you fancy if it's sexual, but also knowing what you want physically, emotionally, mentally and spiritually. And I've just been for the afternoon with my friend Peter Lithgow, who I met because I was looking for a motorbike. I didn't buy his motorbike, he had one to sell, but he was a lovely fella, a ex bus driver from Bolton, and we hit it off straight away, and I see him quite regularly. He's just given me some frozen fish fingers. They're actually fish finger misshapes from Nanny's Cafe, which is in Quahin. So if you're watching this in the UK, it's a bit far to come for your fish finger sandwiches. But I'm just talking about having something that you fancy, and in life and in stressful situations, and as a therapist, I find that what people struggle with is when life events, personal events, corporate events, world events take you out of your comfort zone. It puts you into no man's land of being unfamiliar. And although I believe in stretching yourself and being comfortable in uncomfortable situations in your life, in other words, stretching yourself and growing and getting out of your comfort zone, which is where most of your personal and corporate growth takes place, outside of your comfort zone, whilst you are experiencing an uneasy situation in a place or a space or in front of a face that makes you feel uncomfortable, you need to anchor yourself or center yourself or ground yourself around knowns. So for me, in Thailand, I've always sought to stretch myself and enjoy Thai spicy food, even the non-tourist food, the Isam food, which the locals make, which when I first tasted, I just couldn't stomach. It just didn't suit my system. I reacted to it. Not only was I prepared to, if you like, try it, it just wasn't pleasurable. But after repetition and repetition, I created a palate for it. It's rather like somebody who has sugar in the tea and coffee, then they know it's not good for them, so they change the habit of a lifetime and reduce their sugar. So they might have 2 or 3 spoonfuls, so that then they go for like 1.5 and 1 and half a spoonful, and so you've got to wean yourself off, and then you end up in a better place. Get yourself into a comfort zone by getting around you the things that you're comfortable with, and then push yourself out of your comfort zone in the bigger things in your life. Fish finger sandwiches, which is probably what I'm going to have tonight, with these frozen misshapen fish fingers from Nanny's Cafe, just anchors me to when I used to have fish finger butties in Manchester given to me by my parents. I mean, you think about the things that anchor you. It could be a piece of music that takes you back in time. It might be a smell. It might be a television program. It might be a photograph. We're anchored to so many things. These are our memories. These are the stories of our life. They're iconic things for us. And wherever you are, you can access these, and it takes you back home. It grounds you, it centers you, it balances you. It creates order where there's disorder. It creates ease where there's dis-ease. And it makes pushing yourself in different situations in your life, domestically, corporately, business-wise, work-wise, relationship-wise, academically, emotionally, spiritually, creatively. So get round you the things that make you feel at home. And my fish finger butty tonight is going to do that for me. I'll talk more about this again, but just look around, and have you got around you the things that make you feel pleased and eased? It might just be that you remember having hot chocolate. It's like people say, you know, I remember in the old days I used to go out in autumn and kick the leaves and splash in puddles. When was the last time you splashed in a puddle and behaved like you did when you were a child? When was the last time you played? When was the last time you danced? When was the last time you sung and had a really good laugh? I very often put YouTube on, and I'm posting some music regularly on the Michael Garner Facebook page that anchors me to my emotional, musical, creative past. So whilst I'm here in Thailand, we need, as expats, things that remind us of our roots. These are the anchors that I'm talking about, and as a hypnotist I use anchors all the time. I create stability where people have instability. I create ease where people have dis-ease, and I listen to their stories, and by association you can actually cheer somebody up even if they're really out of their comfort zone, feeling really chaotic and all over the place. And it might just be something as simple as a piece of music, a cup of hot chocolate, or a fish finger butty. And that's all you need to put a smile on your face, and just telling you this has put a smile on my face. So be kind to yourself, anchor yourself around the things that please and ease you, and have a wonderful day and a wonderful life. Be powerful, enjoy your mind.